Hey, good afternoon. This is Andy Martin, and I'm joined here by Paul Turner. Today, we're going to talk about the newly launched Industrial Commissioning Association. So, Paul's here to talk about that. He's been the driving force behind it, and great to be talking with you today, Paul, and eager to learn more about what you've been working on here.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it. Happy to talk to you. Happy to share some commissioning information with the community.
So what is the what we'll call it the ICxA for short here? Why was it founded? I mean, aren't there other organizations out there on the market or in the industry that focus on commissioning, that are writing standards and guidelines and providing training and certifications already?
Yeah, you're right. There certainly are lots of commissioning organizations. When you look out there, a lot of the information is related to building commissioning. And when I first started my commissioning journey several decades ago, I found that there was missing support group for industrial commissioning. I guess building commissioning and industrial commissioning, they're somewhat different. And not to say that one is better than the other. We certainly need all the experts working on projects to make our projects successful. But what I found was missing was the support for, say, commissioning an LNG facility or a power substation, in what kind of standards you would use or the checklist you would follow, kind of some general guidance on contract structures to make our complex commissioning projects successful. So that's what we've put together with the Industrial Commissioning Association, is some resources to help people get started in this field of commissioning, because I think we can all agree that commissioning is not generally well understood on projects. So a resource to help people get started, get pointed in the right direction, and get some information to help them figure out this complex topic on projects.
Got it. So what are some of the so I think you're kind of talking about some of these already, but some of the goals of this association or this organization, both in the short term and in the long term, what kinds of things are is the team thinking about right now?
So a lot of the questions I get about commissioning over the years has been kind of, where do you get started? What are the best practices for commissioning? What standards would you follow, and where can you get some checklists to get started? So that's the primary initiative we've been putting together, is just to provide those resources that people can draw on, somewhere they can go and get this information all in one spot to help them get started with projects. There's certainly information out there online, a lot of building commissioning information, and you can find commissioning industrial commissioning information, but it's kind of scattered and maybe a bit dated, and it's tough to scour the internet and find what you need. So this is kind of the one-stop shop to get all the information you need and get started in the right direction. Some of the longer term initiatives, when we're working on projects, even projects in the same industry, everybody seems to be speaking the same language. There's different terminology and different structures, and people coming from multiple different projects together on one project. Everybody has a different idea of commissioning. So some of the longer term initiatives we would be looking at is that kind of standardization of the commissioning process, the standardization of terminology. Now that's a pretty big, audacious goal to get there. That's going to take a long time, but
Mhm.
ultimately that's where we'd like to get to over time, over years, by getting people involved in the community, gathering everybody's industry expertise, and kind of collaborating together to eventually get to that point.
Got it. Yeah. So that kind of leads to some of my or to kind of build on the questions here about um, what you see as the ability to influence some of those standards, and eventually get to the point where the IC is able to release some guidelines and publications and written standards that people can start to coalesce around. What do you think the challenges are to getting to that point? Is it about critical mass and just having the momentum and the support from the community, or do you think there are certain parts of the industry that you need to kind of reach out to and influence? Just kind of curious how you see that developing over time, and what do you think the key places are that people involved that want to see this succeed really need to invest their energy.
It's certainly a big challenge for sure because everybody does commissioning differently, right? And rightly so. Projects have unique challenges and require a unique set of solutions during commissioning to get the job completed successfully. So the oil and gas industry will do commissioning differently than the power industry, than chemical manufacturing industry. But fundamentally underlying the process is largely the same, to have that risk approach to quality management so we can deliver quality systems at the end of projects. So I guess it's definitely going to take community involvement where everybody can provide their wise commissioning knowledge to one central group here to try and collaborate and get to those long-term goals. So it's definitely going to take input from everybody. There's lots of wise commissioning experts out there, so we'd really like to reach out and capture this knowledge and get it all consolidated here in one place so that we can help other people figure out this complex topic. There's definitely a gap on projects from an understanding of what commissioning is for project management groups, for engineering groups, for commissioning groups. So we really want to get everybody's involvement here to get their contributions and get to that common understanding of what commissioning is and how it really helps projects. So yeah, we want to get everybody involved, from project management groups, engineering groups. Everybody should join, regardless of what level of commissioning understanding you're at. If you're a wise commissioning expert, then we'd love to get your expertise contributed here. If you're new to commissioning and just figuring this stuff out, then we've got resources to help you out. So it's largely to bridge the gap between the different groups on projects and get everybody's understanding of commissioning to that common level so we can all contribute to projects.
Yeah, that's great. It's a like you said, it's a big project, and these things take time. But with the right motivation and consistency, I mean, I definitely we know it's possible. It's been done. It's been done before. Other industries have done it. So it's a great initiative. So how can people get involved if we're talking to folks right now and this is resonating with them and they agree that there's definitely a need here and they want to be part of it? uh, what can they do to support the initiatives, and what can they do just to get involved in general, regardless of what stage they're at, if they're just looking for resources to help them get started, or if they want to get in and help build the foundation and the future of this organization?
We definitely encourage everyone to get involved. So if you're an individual that wants to get involved and get some information on your projects, then we've got options for individuals to join our association. We encourage corporations to get involved. It's always good to be associated with a group when you're part of a service group that's providing commissioning. To be associated with the Industrial Commissioning Association always looks good. So individuals, corporations, regardless of your level of understanding, the best place to get all the information you need is at ICxA.net. There's options there. You can learn more about our Industrial Commissioning Association, some of the initiatives we're working on, and all the options for you to get involved and become a member and gather knowledge from the association and contribute knowledge to the association. So definitely check that out.
Excellent. Yep, that sounds good. So we've got the website listed up here. We also have your contact information, and again, the website for the Industrial Commissioning Association. Is there anything else you think we should leave as parting thoughts, ideas, or just information for folks today about the ICxA?
Yeah, for sure. We've heard lots of concerns, questions over the years with commissioning, right? It's not well understood, and there's gaps on projects, and maybe we're losing some of the commissioning expertise because our wise commissioning experts are retiring. So this is an opportunity for everybody to get involved and contribute knowledge and grow this knowledge for the industry so that we can ensure this knowledge lives on and help other people understand the art of commissioning for our projects.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great way if you're on the tail end of a career and you want to help leave a lasting impact and a legacy. This is a great opportunity. It seems like for somebody to get involved and help develop some of this material and training and support for the next generation. So that's another great point. Well, great. Thanks, Paul. Great talking to you as always. There's good information here, and we'll see you again next time.
Great. Thanks a lot, everyone. Looking forward to seeing you in the community.